All right, YouTube, TikTok, let's get into another live session. We have something that I just discovered looking at the previous bull run. If we can repeat this, we are in good shape. I titled this one Alt Season. Okay, it is our time, especially for XRP. I'm going to tell you what happened with XRP last bull run and what I'm seeing coming up here to finish off this bull run. But folks, I have good news. This bull run is not over. It is done for Bitcoin. Most likely 100% done for Bitcoin, but our altcoins are about to pump, and this is where we're going to make some real money. So I do have good news for you guys, and we're going to get into that. Now, I want to run through, I have a little stretch of news to cover, and then we're going to get into that analysis at the end of this. So before we do that, this is actually part of my analysis that I wanted to share with you guys later. But for the first time ever, the Google trends for cryptocurrency outpace or are higher than Bitcoin as far as search terms. And so if you look here, cryptocurrency is now more popular than Bitcoin for the first time in history. And the relative trend for Bitcoin is down right now. I will say that. I mean, it's been up this year, but it is definitely down. And so people are way more interested in cryptocurrency, the NFTs. They're learning about meme coins before they learn about any others. Like literally it's going, they learn about Bitcoin and then they learn about Shiba or Doge, and they might even learn about the meme coin before they learn about Bitcoin. But what's interesting about that is as we see the Bitcoin dominance dropping, I mean, you guys know where I think Bitcoin goes long term. I think it has major issues, but in the short term, as we see this Bitcoin dominance decreasing, that is just money that's moving over to the altcoins, right? The Bitcoin money is not going out of crypto. It's just moving to different cryptos that actually have utility, actually have value. Okay, so I'm gonna tie this back into my analysis and the little piece of I don't know what to call this end of bull run analysis that I got put together here for you guys, but let's get to it at the end here. Now, next week, we have another hearing in Congress. This week was the congressional hearing in the, Banking Financial Services Committee headed by Maxine Waters. Shout out to Maxine Waters for doing a fantastic job. And next week, they're going to be doing the Senate Banking Committee is going to have a hearing on regulation of stablecoins. Now, just to give you guys my quick take on the hearing, you guys have heard this spiel from all the other creators. I don't need to tell you guys this. Yes, it's bullish for the space, yada, yada, whatever. The big piece is they are going for Tether, and they're going for stablecoins in particular. But if you listen to Jeremy Allaire, the head of Circle, one of the main stablecoins, USDC, they are on the up and up. And they're saying that they are, along with Paxos too, they are both US dollar stablecoins, which Tether is as well. But USDC Circle is now holding one-to-one reserves on their USDC. So they're actually backing it up with a dollar. Now, they are backing it up with the dollar, which we know is losing value. But what is good to see is that they do have sufficient reserves. Tether, on the other hand, is just holding a bunch of Chinese commercial paper debt. And as we saw the news today, let me share this with you to follow up with that. Evergrande defaults today. Now, it's come out that Evergrande doesn't have any deals with Tether, but what happened is Tether has, like I said, a bunch of Chinese commercial paper debt. Okay, and they're defaulting on their bonds. Here's the main piece of news to know with Evergrande. This is the start of a real systemic issue across the global economy, because this affects the property market in China, which I don't believe I have the chart in here. But Chinese real estate is the largest asset class in the world. It's really incredible. I didn't realize this till today. I was looking at the charts. The Chinese property market is the largest asset class in the world. And 75% of household wealth in that country is real estate. So Evergrande, a big property development giant, this is just the start of a collapse over there. But you're going to see issues spread across the world. This is all hitting at once. Now, tying that back to Tether, like I said, stable coins is the main threat to the United States dollar, and that's why you're seeing them try to rein in stable coins first. So you're seeing here from Representative McHenry, stablecoin regulation is a soft entry point. It's like they all agree on it. And you could tell behind the scenes, they've all gotten the memo that lays out the central bank digital currency and the full plan for the reset. And as you guys just saw, my whole reset template video that I shared, the whole plan for the Great Reset got deleted on TikTok. That was my most recent video. Had 50,000 views in 12 hours going viral, and then they just killed it, took it down. But that's what we're dealing with, and we're going to continue providing the truth, and that's what we got to do. Now, going forward here, next week, we got a hearing on stablecoins, and this is going to be the last hearing of the year, it looks like, for our Congress. Overall, it was bullish, but like we've been saying this whole time, they're going to go after Tether. Tether's been propping up Bitcoin, and it's been propping up all of the other market, the whole bullshit Ponzi scheme that this cryptocurrency space is. And I'm talking about 90% of the projects that don't have real utility and no value. Like Brad Garlinghouse told us, 99% of cryptos are going to go away. How is that even possible? Well, when you consider what Tether's been doing, it starts to make sense. But I've beat that up to nauseum. Now, here's another piece of news that I wanted to cover. The two major pieces was Evergrande and this, which is something to look out for. 10 countries simulate a cyber attack on the global financial system. And I'm not going to repeat those words again while we're on the TikTok live stream, but you guys know the deal. We've been talking about this, okay? An energy crisis, a debt crisis, and a liquidity crisis. The physical world is meeting the digital world. And before they transfer over to the new system, they have to collapse this one. And what are they telling us that is a bigger threat than the current issues that we've been dealing with over the last year and a half, 2 years? A cyber pandemic. And I'm not going to say those words again, but what's interesting about this war game that they simulated was that it was a 10-day simulation, and they're talking about sophisticated players attacking the system, going after foreign exchange, bond markets. This is a serious little test that they did. What I wanted to share with you guys, though, was this. The participants discussed multilateral policies to respond to the crisis, including a coordinated bank holiday, debt repayment grace periods, swap repo agreements, and coordinated delinking from major currencies. So at this time, we could see whole currencies collapse. Okay. Now, I was just briefly touching on those before I get in trouble. I can't really speak on that much more. Here's what we're looking at right now for my timeline, guys. The next full moon comes in on December 18th, and it's December's full cold moon. And this is going to be the start of our dark winter going into the new year. But we have one last opportunity for the altcoins to pump in regards to your cryptocurrencies. Remind you that this is the Saturday after the December 15th deadline to raise the debt limit, which they've now passed in the Senate. We had 10 Republicans go over to the other side, voting to raise the debt limit by $2 trillion. But here's what I'm looking at. We have this full moon coming in on the 18th. I would expect bearish energy for most of the rest of this month. The opportunity that I'm looking for this alt season to finish off is into the first week of January. The new moon of January is going to come in on the 2nd. Let's take a look here. So look at the calendar here. We have the 18th right here. Debt limit has to be raised by the 15th. So that week, okay, we're going into some bearish energy, more bearish energy. But then you got the 2nd of January, which is a Saturday, 2 weeks from that date. And that's when we would be looking to wrap up this alt season. And that's historically what happened. Like moons have anything to do with this, you must be new here. Okay. Anyways, so I wanted to share you guys the timeline as far as when I really think that we could catch the last alt season pump for our altcoins for XRP. Now, XRP is in a completely different situation with the lawsuit wrapping up in January potentially, or dragging out into spring. But that's the thing. What we're seeing is we're ending up this month, and then we could get one last pump. The January 2nd new moon could be it. Okay? In or around that. But this is what I meant to share with you guys. Okay? This analysis that I came across, I just made a TikTok about it. And this is all about the overall market cap of crypto. I have good news for you guys, and here it is. The overall market cap of cryptocurrency grew by 20% after Bitcoin's all-time high in the last bull run. Okay? So in 2017, in December, the overall market hit, I don't have the number. Oh yeah, here you go. 624 billion on the day that Bitcoin topped out. And then it grew about another 25%. But I'm just rounding up to make it easy for you guys. We increased another 20% in the overall market cap to 817 billion. As you can see on this chart here. If you guys are on YouTube, then you can see this right here. And by the way, YouTube. As you can see on this chart. Okay, YouTube, I'm watching your comments now. So, okay, Bitcoin topped out here around the 18th of December, 624 billion for the overall market cap. 2 weeks later, just like I was telling you guys about, you have the market cap reaching 817 billion. Okay? And that was just a few days after XRP hit its all-time high. Now, if we go fast forward to this bull run, okay, 2 days before Bitcoin hit 69K on 11/8, the overall market cap was about 3 trillion. Let's round up to 3 trillion to make it easy for you. By the way, I'll get into Q&A after I show you guys this analysis. I already went through the news, and this was my final piece, the good news that I needed to share with you guys. Okay, $3 trillion for the overall market cap. If we were to increase another 20% from this $3 trillion that we hit back 2 days before Bitcoin hit its all-time high, that puts us at 3.6 trillion. And the interesting part about this that I was sharing is that the Google Trends, for the first time ever, are showing cryptocurrency in November, all of November. Cryptocurrency was more searched than Bitcoin. Okay, so if we do get another 20% for the overall crypto market, that means we're going to 3.6 trillion. I think that is a fair target to say where we could finish out this bull run at, and we should be making our price target predictions based off of that market cap. And here's the good part. I'm going to show you where I think XRP lines up. Now, last bull run, XRP had $130 billion of market cap. The price was at $3.38. Okay, and that was a snapshot of January 7th, 2018. Okay. What was interesting about that is that XRP was about 17% of the total crypto market was in XRP. And look at this chart. XRP was above Ethereum in overall market cap. Ethereum only at 111 billion, XRP at 130. So don't tell me that XRP's market cap can't surpass Ethereum's. It's already been done. Now, here is how we are justifying our prices for XRP. When I say $7 to $13 for my price targets, I'm going to show you guys right now how we're getting out to that level. Okay, I did the math right here for you guys. 130 billion divided by 760 billion. 760 was the overall market cap on the day that XRP hit its all-time high. That gives you about 17%. So like I said, XRP had nearly 1/5, 20% of the whole market in it. Now let's go, 20% of 3 trillion is 600 billion. That's just here showing you guys my math. Here's where it gets fun. Okay, I did price targets. If the overall market cap, remember, it's at $2.2 trillion right now, so it's down quite a bit. It's at $2.2 trillion. So I took conservative estimate of a $2.5 trillion market cap. If we only stretch out to there, well, 20% of that is going to give us 500 billion. So we could easily see 500 billion in XRP if we had a similar situation play out like last bull run. And that's exactly how I think it's going to play out. I mean, it's lined up perfectly. 500 billion in XRP, it would surpass the market cap of Ethereum's just like last time. But let's look here. Okay, did I do 20? No, okay, here we go. Now here's 20% of 3.5 trillion. So if we do reach out to my higher end target, which is $3.6 trillion for the overall market, if 20% of that's in XRP, that's a market cap of $700 billion. So let's go to the market cap calculator. Okay, there's 47 billion XRP in circulation. Oh my gosh, there's so much XRP out there. It's only going to hit $2, bro. Okay, here's your market cap at $500 billion. That's going to give you $10.58 for XRP. So on our low end target, remember, 2.5 trillion. Where's it at? Right here. If we only stretch out to 2.5 trillion, and XRP gets about 20% of that market, 500 billion's in it, your price is $10. Okay? Now let's move it. If we just go up to about 3 trillion, get 20% of that market, that's 600 billion. XRP's at $12.70. Let's go to our higher end target. If we reach out to 3.5 trillion and we're about 20% of that's in XRP, market cap's going to be 700 billion. That's a $14.81 price for XRP. Okay? So that's the good news that I have for you guys, is that if we do what we did last bull run, and let me say this too, the overall market cap, let's go back to this chart. I think that this is a great chart to watch. Really, to watch the overall market cap and to see where the money is flowing. The market cap topped out after Bitcoin hit that April high. Sorry, let me get my words together for you guys. When Bitcoin hit it hit the all-time high of 64K in April. About 2 weeks after that, into May, is when it finally hit out to 2.3 trillion. So once again, we are seeing this pattern repeat time and time again, where Bitcoin tops out and then the money flows into the altcoins and the overall market cap reaches out higher. I should measure this difference that we had in April and May to see how much the market cap grew after Bitcoin hit that all-time high in April. Because see, there's the target right there. I think it was April 16th or in and around that date when Bitcoin hit that all-time high. And then you're seeing here into May is when we reached out to over 2.4 trillion. So time and time again, we're seeing once Bitcoin reaches out, then the money flows into the altcoins, and the overall market cap of crypto actually increases. And for the first time in history, the searches for cryptocurrency are larger than Bitcoin. And that's obvious because that's a very obvious metric, but the point being, guys, everyone else is done with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just look at this chart. Just look at this chart. It's got half as many searches as it did in April and May when Bitcoin was already at like its all-time high. Now the searches are half of that. So Bitcoin's dying. There's just no other way to put it. But this is the good news for us, is that we're going to see our altcoins make a run here to finish off this bull run. And if we do it like we did last time, 20, 15, 20%, we're reaching out to 3.5 trillion for this overall market cap. And the key takeaway for you guys is to adjust your exit price strategies based off the overall market stretching out to about 3.6 trillion at best. Do I really think that XRP will have 20% of the market? Well, if it even just catches 15% of the market at 3.6 trillion, that's still going to put it at a very high price. Right? Even if it catches 10% of the market when it's at 3.6 trillion, that's going to be 360 billion in XRP. Let's go do the market cap calculator right there. Or I guess we can't right there. Yeah, we can. My bad. We're doing 360 billion is a $7 XRP. So that's a great example right there. If we only get 10% of the market when we stretch out to 3.6 trillion, well, that puts XRP at $7. So that's my targets right there, is that $7 to $14 price target. I've been saying 7 to 13 this whole bull run. But that's what we're looking at. And yet we still have little haters in the chat talking about every other coin's pumped and we're still waiting for XRP to hit $2. Dude, XRP is so much bigger than even stretching out to $7 to $13. And if you don't realize that, you got to really do more research on XRP. Because if you still think that it's amazing that XRP could stretch out to $7 this bull run, or even $10, you really need to research the asset. You need to research Ripple and the partnerships that are being developed, because you just don't have the slightest clue about what XRP is going to do and the role that it's going to play in the new quantum financial system. So we would need a surprise settlement in order for this to happen. I don't believe we do need a settlement for this, right? We weren't listed on Coinbase. We weren't listing on all these exchanges last bull run when XRP went to $3.50, $3.80. So there's no reason to stop right now in the middle of this bull run. People can still get XRP. Not to mention, a lot of XRP is being held in cold storage wallets. It's not even in circulation. What percentage of my overall portfolio is XRP? I don't know. It's pretty high. But yeah, let's get into rapid fire Q&A. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to watch YouTube comments, so if you guys want to drop those down below, I appreciate all of you guys. Gaming tokens, I'm not into gaming tokens because they're in walled gardens. I'm not into these little blockchain games because they're in walled gardens. They're not interoperable with other games. And that's the problem when I look at NFTs, metaverse, blockchain games. If they don't interoperate, or if they're not a Fortnite, they're not going to be worth a shit. Right? They're not going to be worth anything if they're not interoperable with other games, that you can't take the NFTs to other games, or take your whatever crypto that you're earning in that game. If it's not a Fortnite, then it's not going to have money in it. Now, you can obviously ride the hype. You can catch these pumps if you get in with them early, because they're just hype. They're just pump and dumps. So if you just ride the wave, wait for the TikTokers to all make their videos and then, just exit. Don't be caught holding these bags on these really hype speculative tokens. I'm hoping that some of these memes kind of make a run for you guys, because I know some of you are still holding them, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to feel bad when they don't make a run, because you should have been investing in utility this whole time and you made risky investments. What's keeping the price of XRP down right now? I think that it's being manipulated down. The whales that control it, the people that control it, have been keeping it down more so than the lawsuit. Leaving the exchanges did hurt it, but this is a coordinated effort to keep XRP suppressed. Casino coin is going to be a gaming coin. Yeah, well, it's already like a gambling coin. Yep. hmm That's why, casino coin, I see some utility there, maybe a little bit something, but it's not like a major player for me. Yeah, Nick, I understand not being able to see that price movement without settlement, but you have to understand. Look at the trend that I showed you guys. The overall trend here. You have more people are interested in cryptocurrency than Bitcoin for the first time in history. So when they look down this list of all the top cryptos, they're trying to find utility, like what's going to actually last for 5 or 10 years. Real hardcore crypto believers, or people who are coming in new to the space that actually have their heads screwed on straight and aren't just following the hype in the pump and dump TikTok groups. Okay, they're actually going to be going through these projects, looking at the different utility that's offered from all of them. Now, one catalyst I do think could be that sologenic airdrop that's going to occur on December 24th. For those of you who don't know, I think that that's going to be a big, massive catalyst to start an XRP run towards the end of this month, December 24th. XLM, Chainlink, yep. Yeah, and guys, I mean, when you see that the Congress is now talking about crypto 2 weeks back to back. They're talking about stable coins. Brian Brooks mentioned XRP and mentioned Gary Gensler being on a power trip, essentially, in that congressional hearing. God, shout out to Brian Brooks. One of the few good guys working for us. He really put on a clinic there in Congress. Yeah, Brian Brooks, yeah, put on a clinic in Congress. Now, after the lawsuit, I'm thinking high double digits into 3-digit price over the next year or two. And some between now and the end of 2022, the settlement will be done. That's the good news. Like just if we just all have patience and don't sell all of our bag when XRP does stretch out to $7 or $10 this bull run, because those are the people that I think are going to get burned. There is going to be a period where everyone will continue to make fun of us because we held XRP when it went up to $7 or $10 and then retraced to 2. The whole crypto space, all the TikTok kids are going to be giving us tons of shit. XRP will be made fun of again. Look at all you bag holders. Once again, you had a chance to exit. And then you're going to see all the other influencers that hold XRP but hate on it. They're going to sell their little XRP moon bag when it does reach out to $5 and $10, and they'll be looking like little smart kids. Oh, we told you guys, XRP, the best it was going to do was $10. Yeah, Brian Brooks doing his rounds. That's good to see. Beth, I hope I hope that you're able to recover that. Yeah, hopefully you're able to recover that. Which, by the way, guys, I want to make just a quick heads up. You guys got to really secure your crypto right now. We are in that. I'm getting scam phishing emails every day right now, trying to get into my Coinbase. And there's so many hackers that are hitting it right now because we're in this bull market. So they're coming for your crypto. Um, yeah. So you guys really got to secure things up right now. Get your crypto off the exchanges. Unless you're going to sell some of it this bull run, leave it on the exchanges. Get the rest off. Okay, you need to shore up all of your passwords and everything to get into your different exchanges, get into your different wallets. Make sure you have physical copies of them. Make sure that you have security. We talk about this more in my Discord, but yeah, you want to make sure that you really, I mean, for those of you who have big bags, you really need to have a serious strategy for crypto security. Okay. Make sure that, God forbid, something happens to you, that your family's going to be able to take over your keys, or there's, a process for that. I know it's something that we don't like to think about, but something that does need to be done, something that does need to be considered. God forbid, but you got to prepare. Like me, if God forbid, I pass, I got to make sure my baby girl that's about to be here in less than a month has a little bit of XRP. Just a little bit of XRP. Here you go. 1 month to go. I don't have a Twitter. No, my account was suspended. No. Dropping too much truth on Twitter, they took me down. Yeah, so what's interesting to see is the whole cryptocurrency space get behind XRP and Ripple, because they know that if they don't win that fair notice defense, then they're coming after everybody else. So they're wanting them to beat the SEC, and it's all staged. I mean, we've talked about this time and time again ad nauseum. The SEC lawsuit being staged from the very beginning. Zach equals Mr. Pool. Man, shout out to all the XRP riddlers, all the decoders, all the anons. A lot of people putting in serious work, even more so than me, and I got to give a huge shout out to all of them. We still have kids in the TikTok comments saying XRP's a poop coin, dude. Take a deep breath. Say a little prayer for the people that don't hold XRP. May God be with them. Where's Cuomo? Great question. I saw Cuomo. In court. Boy, did he look uncomfortable. Don't they all look uncomfortable these days? The whole gang. They all look a little uncomfortable these days, don't they? God, they can't even keep the skin mask on sleepy creepy these days. It's getting rough out there. Anyways, before I get in trouble, shout out to Maxine Waters for holding that congressional hearing. Shout out to the 10 Republicans who went to the other side voting to raise the debt ceiling and selling out the future generations of America. Oh boy, I'm going to get in trouble. I have a 2-year-old grandson. How do I set up a small bag 100 XRP for them? Here's what I recommend doing. Keeping it on cold storage and writing out the process to access it, keeping your keys stored, and then potentially you want to have it included in your will, and make sure that someone else has access and an understanding to get to that. Jemmy, shout out to the shout out to the whole gang. Yeah, a lot of distractions, huh, Nicole, Nick. Gotta distract the masses. One of the prosecutors is sick now, so we're gonna take a break from that case. Oh boy, it's getting good, isn't it? It's heating up, isn't it? We're applying pressure to the Bitcoin maxis. That was another thing is in the Congress, even though half of them have no idea what they're talking about in regards to crypto, they think that Bitcoin's this big bad thing. And then I forget who answered that. One of the CEOs was like, well, maybe it was Brian Brooks. He's like, well, actually, in that most recent ransomware attack, the reason why we were able to get most of the money back was because it was Bitcoin. And we know what kind of inside operation Bitcoin has been since the very beginning. Yeah. Bitcoin was the bait for the libertarians and for the people who just went through the financial crisis in 08, 09. Then this little Bitcoin digital currency arrives, and it's supposed to be anonymous, private, and it starts this whole cryptocurrency revolution, which is fantastic to see, but we know where Bitcoin comes from. We know what's up with Ethereum, proof of work shitcoins that they are. And here we have XRP pushed all the way to the 8th spot. What a joke. What a joke. Who was that little congresswoman that mentioned Bitcoin's proof of work energy burn and how it burns more? Then what country did she list off? The country, it's bigger and bigger countries every year as the network just grows. But what was it? Rashid Talib, terrorist, whatever you want to call her. Anyway, she made a mention about the Bitcoin. Argentina, yeah, Argentina. How they're using more energy than Argentina with the Bitcoin network. Good job, guys. Do I think that we are still in a bull market? Yes, I believe the alt season is about to come in. But I think it's going to be quick. It's going to be at the end of this month into the new year. Please explain bull market, please. So Bitcoin's topped out, and now we're watching the altcoins run. What happens is that Bitcoin tops out, and then the overall market cap of the whole space actually grows after that. And so I'm hoping that the overall market cap of all of crypto will stretch out to about 3.5, 3.6 trillion, and that's going to sit real well for XRP. Like I said, if we just get 10% of that, we're at $360 billion market cap for XRP. That's a $7 XRP. So when I'm looking to find any coins that can really make at least another 5x run, XRP and XLM. By the way, I was charting out XLM earlier, and the full 4.326 or 4.236, whatever it is, for XLM takes it to $3. So that's the price target that I'm looking for XLM this bull run is about $3, guys. How about Crow? Yeah, basically, guys, whatever your altcoin is, one more pump, one more run before I think that we'll get a serious correction. What percent of my portfolio is XRP? It's very large. I don't even know the exact number, but it's very large. Probably 90%. I don't know. I have invested in some other ones recently, but yep. Nick, I like that comment, Nick. Conscious crypto is the community I want to build. Amen, dude. That's kind of where I've been. I've been from the very start with I thought that Bitcoin was this neat little deal, but then you learn about the truth of crypto, and it's like, even if we move Bitcoin to like all renewable energy, which obviously I don't believe in. I believe the climate change is whatever. I can't even speak on it. Anyways, Bitcoin, whatever. Even if you did move it all to renewables, well, that energy could be powering whole countries. So it's just a waste of energy. It's like, why? We don't need it. There's no need for Bitcoin. Okay? But yeah, I mean, with XRP, not only does it service me in my business and many other businesses, but it services the third world. When the Ripple developers create a product called Proof of Payment, XPOP, that allows you to use the XRP ledger without internet connection, that's massive, especially for the third world. That's crypto actually doing something for people that are underbanked or unbanked. XLM, I do believe, is going to be a main player along with XRP. XLM, we're looking them to service the front end as well. Nick says you can ask Dan Pena for my climate change view. Amen. Amen. Shout out to Dan Pena. I'm glad that you brought up Dan Pena. If I could recommend anyone, especially for men, for boys who are trying to become men, or for men who are trying to get their shit together, the one person that I would recommend is Dan Pena. For the ladies too. He is for business mindset and for actual business strategy. I am listening to Dan Pena religiously over the past few months. I highly recommend. You can go read his book for free. You can go listen to his Audible book, Your First 100 Million, for free on YouTube. And I can now say that I have completed that Audible book 7 times within the last 3 months. I have listened to it religiously. I have listened to his most recent seminar in November 3 times through already. So I'm a follower. I'm a big time follower of the Dan Pena. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Amen. Dan Pena is so spot on, and most people aren't ready. The millennial generation, my age kids, are definitely not ready for that message. He now is saying that he's going to run for Prime Minister of Britain, so that's going to be interesting. He's talking about shaking it up. And another fun thing that Dan Pena just mentioned in his most recent seminar was the fact that Donald Trump has a Get Even book. He has a little book that he's written and described everyone who's done him wrong in the past. And Dan Pena specifically said that since he got into politics, the book has grown much more from what he's heard. I love Dan Pena sneaks in some little gems that they're not supposed to share with the masses, but yeah, Pena Maxi. I'm a big time Pena Maxi. Shout out to Dan Pena. Yeah, highly recommend his book and his old stuff. Go listen to his old stuff because he's much younger, and so obviously he's much more clear with his thoughts, much more articulate. It's very well put together. All of his old stuff. Thoughts on XRP going to hit $8 this month? Yeah, for those of you guys who haven't been here, $7 to $13 is my target for XRP. But that could be in January. It's probably not going to be this month. It's probably going to be January. When do I think XLM will pump? When XRP pumps. Literally the exact same time they'll both go. Both manipulated by the same people. Yeah. So the overall market cap is at 2.27 trillion right now, and it's down almost 4% today. So, boy, they are really shaking this market around, though, guys. I do not recommend leverage trading right now. I don't recommend leverage trading unless you're just trying to learn or you've already had experience trading. But especially during this time of the bull run, they're shaking things out and manipulating it so much that yeah, it's very risky. I've put my money to the side. I haven't been investing since last week, I think, and I'm no longer doing futures trading at the moment. So if you're inexperienced like me, you're gonna get wrecked. I've been liquidated 3 times. So Big Ben, you already know Brian Brooks mentioned XRP. Boy, it's getting good now. And we're having another congressional hearing next week. So they're just going to keep applying pressure. The Google Trends, like I said, The Google trends for cryptocurrency much higher than Bitcoin. And I'd be interested to look at this. Let's take a look here. If we add a comparison to NFT, search term NFT. What the hell? Look at that. Oh, what? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay. NFT, well, it's been flatlined since this year, obviously, because it just became a thing. But that thing is in a straight curve up. That thing's taken off. XRP goes up by the end of the year. Yeah, into January. Into January. For H bar, $1.25 to $1.50 is the best that I think it does this bull run. Chainlink prediction. It'd be lucky to get what I think back up to its all-time high. I always forget on Chainlink. I need to write down all of my price targets so I can just go through them. The all-time high was $52. Yeah, Like I said, I don't think you see a $100 Chainlink this bull run. The market cap's already at $9 billion. So we're talking about tens of billions coming in just to reach back out to all-time high. So yeah, at this point, I mean, you could still catch a 2x, but 2 or 3x at best. A lot of these other alts, from their current price, they'd be lucky to catch another 2 or 3x. And because Bitcoin finished out earlier, my price targets have decreased for all of my cryptos. End of January, you'll be saying, oh yeah, Andrew, I see you just steady hating in the comments. I don't know what you're hating about. You were hating about my December 4th prediction, which, granted, was partially wrong, but I gave everyone the date to look out for. And that's what's important. That's when the swing happened, massive manipulation event, the biggest liquidation event in the history of crypto that no one saw coming. But we knew something was going to happen, and that's the key part. Price targets for XRP decreased as well. Yeah, for XRP, it's been $7 to $13 this whole time, pretty much. And it's in that staged lawsuit, so it's in a whole wild card. Yeah, I'm looking for a pump at the beginning of January, but then I do think that the market will be down till March. Yeah, I laid out the 6 stages in the timeline for the whole Great Reset, and next year is the reset. As far as the financial system reset next year, and the stock market crash will be part of that, right? And then what you see, this news piece that we shared here. What was it? No. Sorry. This article that we shared here. 10 countries simulate cyber attack on global financial system. Okay, so they put it right in front of you before the ritual is carried out. I didn't share this piece, but I do want to share this. Shout out to all the... Sorry, we're back now. Okay. Shout out to all the Florida folks. Someone just asked me, when is 45 coming back? For sure by 2024. But shout out to all the Florida folks, because Ron DeSantis is saying that he's pro-crypto right now. Okay? Which is funny. Anytime this happens, the Bitcoin maxis make this into a Bitcoin deal. Has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Where's the exact quote? They don't even share the quote in this article. But he was just saying that blockchain technology or cryptocurrency, yeah. But it's just funny how the Bitcoin maximals always turn it. Sounds like you're in a bear market, Zach. Yeah, I mean, we're going into the bear market. Bitcoin Bitcoin bull run is over, so now we're going to see the money flow into the altcoins. And I'm thinking that the regulations are going to really usher in a bear market for the overall space next year. Do I think there should have been a Ripple representative at the hearing? Absolutely. But that would have been like too out in the open. They're not ready for that. They couldn't do that. That's why they let XLM, Stellar, Danelle Dixon, who she's really well spoken, and Stellar's doing really good things. But it's like basically everything that Stellar talked about in that, the same goes for Ripple, except they have probably 10 times as many partnerships as Stellar, if not more. And then XRP is just a completely different use case. So XRP is for settlement on the back end, XLM's for the front end. They both have similar utility, function, and technology. But yeah, Danelle Dixon did a fine job. No problems there. Quant's taking out. Yeah, dude, it's bad. Wonder why Bitfinex XLM shorts is so high. Well, I do think that we're going to see some downward pressure from now until about Christmas, even through Christmas too. I think that we'll be down till the end of the year. Did XRP miss this cycle? No. No. How do I feel about ZK rollups? I have no idea what that's about. Am I snatching up quant on this dip? No, I'm going to be snatching up quant in the bear market. I'm going to wait for quant to get real low during the bear market next year. Do I think that quant will recover? Yes, I do think that quant will stretch back out, maybe back out to its all-time high that it previously hit. Maybe $500-600 at best, but yeah, I do think that it'll recover. So, I mean, you still have a little bit of room there for quant to run, but I'm going to wait till the bear market. Polygon, Matic. What's Polygon at? $2.18. Very few talk about Algo. Absolutely, yeah. Not many people talking about Algorand. ICP. Cosmos is an interesting project that I was recently looking at. It's like 4 or 5 of the top blockchains are built on Cosmos. Or there's like at least like 3 of like the top 20 cryptos are built on Cosmos. So I'm going to be taking a look at that coin. Predictions on Solana. Guys, like I said, all of these coins are going to be lucky to stretch back out to their all-time high. It's urgent crash in a few days. KM, what was the YouTuber you were telling me that had a chart? That solo airdrop going to be massive. I think that could start the alt run right there at the end of the month, December 24th. Although I will say this, Solo and XRP, I wouldn't be surprised if they crash after that airdrop. That would be normal. Is Cardano dead? No, it's just slow moving. Nicole says, I would rather a January pump over a December pump because that will give us until 2023 to face those capital gains tax. Yeah. If we pump in December and we cash out, we will owe those capital gains in next year. But if we sell in January, then we have until the spring of 2023 to handle it. Absolutely. And that's why I think that we're down until the end of this year. I think there's going to be major tax loss harvesting from all the major players. I'm actually thinking about doing that. I'm actually thinking about selling a couple of my positions at a loss. Well, mostly just XDC. I'm thinking of selling XDC at a loss right now, but the problem is I didn't invest enough into XDC for that to even make a difference. If I do claim that loss, it's not going to help, because I'm looking at my tax bill right now, as I encourage all of you guys to do, because everyone should be paying their taxes, even though they're ridiculously high and way too much. That's another issue. But I've been looking at my tax bill for this year, not excited about it. And that's without making money on crypto. I mean, shit, I'm an XRP bank holder. I haven't even made money this bull run. I'm just talking about off my regular job. But wash trading is illegal. I will remind you guys that wash trading is illegal. So do not sell your position and buy back in within 30 days. That is illegal. Okay? You can sell your position and buy something else, but you can't sell your XRP now and then buy back in. It's illegal. Guys, one sec. Let me get a phone charger. My phone's about to die. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back in 17 seconds. Okay, we are back. Thank you. Thank you. Can we see the accounts that are qualified for the solo drop as of current? Jay, that's a good question. I'll look that up and see. That should be available, though, on the public ledger, because we were able to see everyone that was going to get the flare snapshot. Although, what's interesting for flare is you didn't have to set up a trust line. The trust line thing's new. Opticalart.com. He says opticalart.com on YouTube. Is it? Let's see. Let's look this up. He's showing a crash. Opticalart.com. What a weird name. Are you ready for the next major Bitcoin crash? It's coming very soon. Are you talking about this video that he did 12 hours ago? Boy, that chart is not looking good. That is clearly in a downtrend channel. That is not looking good, folks. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll have to check that out later. That's interesting. What is Sologenic trading at right now? Stock market will crash. Crypto will crash. Am I related to Coach JV? Nope. Talk about your timeline. Did they take down your video? Yes. Um, yeah, they did take down my timeline video, and I may. What was I gonna do? I'm gonna drop the full video on YouTube. Well, I'm actually going to. I'm gonna do a deep dive on YouTube. But here's the video. Let me play it for you guys. One second. One second. All right, TikTok. In 60 seconds, I'm going to give you the 6 phases of the New World Order execution template. The exact. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are your bags packed? Yes, my bags are packed, brother. Nice and fat. Okay, yeah, so this is the video that I posted on Monday. It was going viral and then they took it down, but I'll play it for you guys here. All right, TikTok. In 60 seconds, I'm going to give you the 6 phases of the New World Order execution template, the exact plan for how they're going to carry out the Great Reset. This timeline begins in October 2019 and finishes in September of 2022. The first phase of this was to simulate a threat and create fear. This took place from December 2019 through March of 2020. The second phase was to divide. This took place from March all the way through the election in November and December of 2020. The third phase was to provide a solution for the threat that was created. The fourth phase was the apartheid and the QR code that was really implemented and rolled out from June through October of this year. The fifth phase was to establish chaos and institute martial law. We're in the middle of that. That's going to be rolled out through March of next year. The sixth and final stage of this whole plan is to cancel debts and dematerialize money. And that's going to take place from March of next year through September of 2022. Follow for more. I shouldn't have shared that. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay, but yeah, that was it. And now I'm going to do a deep dive on my YouTube where I explain that whole thing and the actual details of that. But those were just the main 6 stages in the timeline. As I stated, next year, financial reset occurs. But yeah, this would be a good point. Thank you, Nicole, for reminding me. Speaking of getting in trouble, make sure you guys have headed on over to YouTube and subscribe there. I'm also streaming live on YouTube as well. And yeah, if we do get in trouble, we have YouTube as a backup. Where's Bitcoin at right now? Okay, still hovering above 48K for Bitcoin. Did I buy solo or just hold XRP? I did actually buy solo. I swapped over 1,000 XRP to Sologenic. Rode that up. And then I've now taken my 1,000 XRP back out of Sologenic. And I'm sitting with, I still have a chunk of Sologenic left. So I already took my initial investment out of my Sologenic little gamble that I made. And now we're just all in profit. And I'm looking for Sologenic to hopefully pump up towards $10. And if that happens before the snapshot, I'm moving it all back to XRP. Greetings from the Netherlands. Benjamin, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. YouTube, if you guys could hit that like button, that would really help me out too. That thumbs up. Super appreciate that. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. Oh, yeah, we got the TikTok haters rolling in. Look at them go. So much fun. Are you sure the like button does not bring trolls? Yeah, it probably does. You know, they just keep on coming in nonstop. Yeah, Eric, dude, I'm just gonna say this, dude. I really think that um, you should get some help, bro. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say anything else, bro. Yeah, just get some help, man. Okay. Like, there's no reason that you have to hate me. There's no reason that you have to put a picture of me as your profile picture, troll every single one of my videos, my lives. You know, you can be a Bitcoin maxi, I can be an XRP maximalist, and we can both live happy lives. But you know you're doing something right when the haters put your face as their profile picture. What is my best video on how to buy XRP? I don't have any videos on that, but just go to Uphold, Qcoin, BitTrue. There's a couple other places. Super easy to set up, super easy to acquire. Yeah, I've been using Uphold. But that's because I haven't been making large purchases. If you need to make large purchases, Uphold is tough. I mean, you can link your bank account, but then you're not going to be able to pull your XRP off there for a while. How about that December 4th prediction? It played out. It did play out. Will the financial reset in 2022 be a good thing or a bad? Well, depending how you're positioned. And that's what I was talking about earlier today, is that although TikTok won't let me show you guys the exact template for how they're going to do the Great Reset, I can tell you guys the preparations that we're making, the investments, the protocols that we're investing in that are going to run the new quantum financial system. So that's the good news. Yeah. Yeah, that's the good news. You know, we're doing precious metals, we're starting running businesses, investing in cryptocurrencies that actually have utility. I'm going to be buying my first property next year, and I'm hoping that the market crashes, but real estate's in a different situation, so we're going to do real estate next year. Already looking at businesses right now. I already have competitors in my area who are ready to just hand me their business. So, I mean, this is what we're going through right now, guys. It's order out of chaos, and there is a lot of opportunity for those of you who are making preparations, have a plan and a strategy, and you're executing daily. I mean, I don't think about doing anything other than just waking up and going to work every day. Every day. Because the time is so important right now that we're in. I heard not as many people lost their homes. What happened is the market went up, 10, 20% this year again in many markets. And so it bailed out a lot of people that entered forbearance that were going to get foreclosed on. The price went up and they were able to just sell out. So a lot of people exited the forbearance program and just sold out. If I had to pick one, XRP versus XDC, definitely XRP, brother. Definitely XRP. Because they're doing with XDC, you have that private public hybrid blockchain, but Ripple is developing a private CBDC layer for central banks, and eventually a more private layer could be built with XRP as well too. I mean, it's so interoperable that you could do the same thing there with XRP. As far as the technology goes and everything there, I mean, for all I know, XDC could be similar or better tech, but at the end of the day, for an investment purposes, definitely XRP. I believe that XRP is going to be much bigger than XDC, although I do believe that XDC is going to be a winner. Is XDC my number 2? I might have surpassed XLM with XLM, but yeah, XRP, XDC, and XLM have been my main 3 for a while now. Am I into quant? I don't have any quant, but I do believe in it. What's the name of the girl that was gifted 1 million XRP and blogged about it? I don't know, Chester. Good question. Or interesting. I have not heard of that. Alt season, haha, it's dead. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just hopium that I'm hoping, but what I've been noticing in the charts, I was analyzing the charts today from the last bull run. When Bitcoin tops out, the overall market cap grows another 10-20%. So in 2017, the market cap grew by 20% after Bitcoin topped out. So I'm hoping that we can get something similar this bull run. And that would put the overall market at 3.6 trillion. Yeah, XDC and Quant are available on less exchanges, so price will reflect. Well, also, XDC is going after a smaller market. Trade finance is a $19 trillion market. So, I mean, it's a big market, but you're talking about XRP handling much bigger payment flows. Much bigger. Smart money is in the long game? Absolutely. Absolutely. The smart money is in utility. I almost bought more XRP. If XRP dips more down towards like 50 cents, God, I hope we hold that 51 cents low that we hit earlier this year. If we break 51 cents, I would be a little concerned. But I would literally back up the truck and load up. If we approach 50 cents again, I'm going to tell Bay that we're not buying a house next year. We're taking another year to load up on XRP. How do I feel about Hex? I love how Richard Hart talks about Bitcoin and the overall market. He's an interesting guy, but it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like these platforms where it's just like a staking interest platform. The utility isn't really there. I mean, yeah, I guess it can do a little something, but when the whole like main premise of the coin is, hey everyone, let's just stake it and lock up our hex with Richard, it makes me uncomfortable. How do I feel about Crow? It doesn't get me excited. I guess it's cool what they're doing with all the marketing and everything that's good for the cryptocurrency space, but I don't get excited about any of these exchange tokens. Lawsuit won't be settled until then. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. When is XRP going to explode? When the time is right. Okay, we got a chart update 19 hours ago from Dark Defender. He said XRP managed to stay above 85 cents. The resistances that we have are $1.04, $1.41, $1.75, and $2.64. Our supports are 85, 75, and 65. Yeah. Now I brought this up earlier this week, XRP's in the same spot that it was last bull run. After Bitcoin topped out, XRP was trading between 70 and 80 cents. He says, I trust we see $2.64 within days. XRP rode to $13. Enjoy your day and your coffee. Are you shitting me, dude? In days? Dark Defender is applying pressure. I like it. In days we're moving. Well, just the fact that we're lined up for a breakout one way or the other, even if we do dip. See, he's saying that we're in the middle of this second wave. This third wave is the one that's going to take us up to that $3 price, nearly. Okay, then we'll have a pullback, fourth wave. The fifth wave, that final fifth wave, going to take us up there to that new all-time high. He says road to $13. And as I already covered, it's definitely in the cards, easily. That was Dark Defender from Twitter who said that. Looking at his chart right now. Let's see what the other crypto bulls. Let's see what Crypto Bull has to say here. Has there been a settlement between the SEC and Ripple? It looks like 50 million XRP was transferred from Ripple to an unknown wallet. That's interesting. What's also interesting about that is how cheap that transaction must have been. Sending 50 million XRP and it probably only cost them 50 cents. Whoa. Folks. Holy cow. We have some news here with Electroneum. 14 hours ago, the Crypto Bull retweeted this. Apple Music, apps, TV shows, films, and more now available to buy with Electroneum. Check out all the information on the Electroneum newsroom. Is that for real? That is massive news. Electroneum, one of those little sleepers. We are holding some. Looking for that 10x pump on Electroneum. That's massive. Why the hell is Electroneum working with Apple? That's a big deal. I love this. Look at all these haters in the chat. Like, they're just denying it. Like, uh, that's funny. Okay, anyways, I love this. The fact that many people believe in higher gains for Ethereum, Cardano, or other coins that already rose 20,000% or more, rather than being patient with XRP, shows that a lot of mathematically challenged and emotional people are among us. We got a few in the TikTok comments right now. So Crypto Bull says, I think this is what we can expect from XRP versus Bitcoin over the next months. This would equal around $13 to $15. And he's showing the XRP Bitcoin 1 month chart. Whoa, look at that one. Look at that, what it did last bull run. Look at that candle. That 1 month candle just freaking, oh. I'm so excited. Thank you for coming in tonight, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to join our Discord group, link is in the bio. Sign up for the Patreon, and I'll send you a link to the Discord group. What else we got? Oh yeah, explore page. Let's see what else is happening here. Bitcoin ham. Why is this trending? Cash App tweeted out this BS. Netanyahu trending right now. Thank you for the likes, TikTok. Yeah, make sure you guys tap that screen. Appreciate that. Okay, we need to get some new folks in here learning about cryptocurrencies with actual utility. A lot of BS still going on. Yeah, whatever. There's just so much junk here on Twitter. Let's take a look. Beth, amen. I appreciate that. Beth says, your lives have helped me in so many ways, Zach. Thank you. I appreciate that, Beth. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a big part of our community, Beth. My group goes live every single night, with or without me. They are just in the group chat, hanging out, talking about crypto and everything else. They're amazing. Look at this tweet here. You got John Deaton retweeting the clip of Brian Brooks on Fox News. John Deaton says, Brian Brooks could settle the case against Ripple in 15 minutes if given the chance. He would fine them from some early sales in 2013 to 2015, declare today's XRP a non-security, and then spend more time deciding what to eat for lunch that day. Brian Brooks, he responds, he says, just one correction, I don't eat lunch. Brian Brooks has really been everywhere. So he was the former chief legal officer at Coinbase. Then he went to go head up the OCC, which is the Department of Treasury little group that takes care of the banking system and the banking laws and rules. Then he went to go be the CEO of Binance, and now he's the CEO of Bitfury. What cold storage do I recommend? I don't make any cold storage recommendations. I believe that you definitely got to be using them though. Okay, that's up to you to research them all. I don't. Ellie Paul and Ledger are probably the best. Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you for coming in tonight. Like I said, linked up in the bio is the Discord group. Just hit the link in the description or the link in the bio of my TikTok. Okay, head on over, sign up for Patreon, and we'll send you the Discord link. We have now reached over 100 members, but relatively speaking, it is a small group compared to a lot of other Discords that are just full of way too many people. So if you want to join a group of like-minded individuals, that is available for you guys. Okay, other than that, we have merch in the description of the video. If you want some XRP merch, you can hit us up with that. Please make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel and hit that bell notification so that you know when I'm going live. And we will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Have a good one.